Well, hello all. I'm in my office. I'm just going through my pack. I'm gonna make a video of my pack out for when the next chance I get to get out in the woods. As you see, I got it spread out on the floor. I do have some stuff over here on this table. Um, don't mind that junk. That's all my camera gear, a couple laptops, and for filmmaking, my tripod, extra tripod. The other one's over here. I got a couple more, but my pack, that's what I usually take with me for when I go out in the woods filming. That's my gimbal and just a bunch of other random filmmaking equipment. But I'm going to set you up on the tripod and we'll go through what I am going to use for the next time I get out. As you probably see, I'm still in my pajama bottoms. I ain't planning going anywhere today, so why worry about it? But the way I have it, the pack is completely empty. I emptied it out. I got to clean out the bottom of this. I got a bunch of leaves and other crap in there, but just to get out for, I'm usually out when I'm 4, 5, 6 hours if time allows. But as for this stuff over here, this is my hammock. If you look back into my videos, I have a quick deploy hammock system that I made out of a wet bag, and this is the other tarp that you've seen in my video. It's the exact same thing. It's this one, but it's just a quick deploy set up. The other one was in my base camp build, first video I just put up a few days back. But as of right now, and this here is a tarp, 5x7, which is nice and small, compact, easy to throw up real quick if you need it. These will not be getting used when the next time I go out, because I am not planning on setting them up. And as for everything else, toilet paper, you gotta have that. So that usually I stuff in here. Quick access, because if you need it, you need it. And when you're out in the woods and you gotta do your thing, is a folding shovel. You dig a hole approximately 6 to 8 inches deep, do your thing over it, bury it. That with the toilet paper. Don't leave it lay there. And it draws animals and critters, and plus it's just disgusting if you do that. I don't know the name brand of this. I think I found it at a yard sale. I can't remember. But that goes in there with the toilet paper. This here will stay with that. An emergency whistle, multi-combination type thing. Not this like, oh, I don't know where the heck, in the mail or something. It has a flashlight, which the batteries are dead. Small compass. This is your thermometer, tells you the temperature. A whistle, and then it opens up to where you got that comes part 2. A mirror reflector, magnifying glass, and a compartment to where you can store matches. It is not watertight, so I don't keep matches in it. But it's good to have some sort of singling device with you in case you need to get people's attention. A regular compass. I'm going to do video on this particular type model. That will be in the near future. That goes in there. Sharpening stone, coarse and fine. I don't care for this. I got this through, like, I think it was Copenhagen, because it's coarse and fine. On this, you can only sharpen with this edge. Come on now. They should have had it this way, you know, coarse side, fine side. But it does the job. Okay, and that's usually pretty much that goes in the front, in case I got a few other little things that go in there. As for tools, multi-tool. I always carry that. And that usually goes right in there. My Bowie knife. I use this for mostly doing wood processing. Really don't use it for much else. It's just a little too big, but I do carry it. Saw. I got this saw at a yard sale, $3. Blade was junk. Bought a new blade. I am going to try and make a new blade cover for it, but I just took the cardboard, split it down one side, and put some Velcro tabs in 3 different areas. My axe, this old axe. You can go back in the other videos and see how I made this axe. This is an old axe handle from a full-size axe, and a 2.5 pound or 2.25 pound axe head that I mounted and put a guard on it. This cover is just one I had laying around, wasn't big enough, so I split it and I made a tie to where it will stay on. Okay, that. You've seen this in other videos. This is my side knife. Carry it on my side at all times. It needs a sharpening, which I probably will do today after done doing this. And a ferro rod that I carry on it. I just took a piece of bank line, made a loop, stuck it down in there, and then the cord, you just pull it, bring it up, back around, and comes right out, and then you can pull these to where you can use it. And then when you need to put it back, just slip it back through the hole, bring the loop down around, and pull one end. Get caught up there. But that just keeps it from falling off. I'm going to be finding another case, or I may even make one, I don't know, but I want to make it to where the ferro rod, you know, would slip down in, but it does the trick. So that's there. This is the cordage I was using at the base camp build. I'm going to get another one. I've got to find a bag or something to put this in, to carry it back out there, just unraveling. And then I used the bag from the base camp build for the tarp. Just threw my other cordage bag inside it. I do have one little thing of cordage that comes with the tarp in there. In this here I have jute twine and some 550 paracord in here. But that goes in the bag. That will go right inside. Leave it there. And over here on the table, my food sack. I usually just throw enough in there for the day if I want to make something, cook something. And Spam, can't go wrong with Spam and beans. There's some bush baked beans in there. But a few other things that will go in the bag. Put that back over here. Fire starting kit. You look back in my old video, put a link down below and a card up above on this. This has my kit the one I showed you, the playing cards in the previous video, my flint and steel. Oh, that little, it has the dryer lint and my other stuff, and then also has the kit from Walmart that burns the solid fuel. That's in there, and I just got a box of the fireproof matches. I put that in there. So that always goes in. That goes with me anywhere, everywhere and anywhere. First aid kit. Some guys, they like small first aid kits. When I'm out in the woods, I want to be prepared. If I get a deep enough cut to where I even have a couple tourniquets in here. I want to be able to take care of myself. I mean, and then plus if I'm out with somebody else and they get injured, I'd like to be prepared. I got all kinds of stuff in here, virtually cover any aspect, even up to a sucking chest wound. That always goes in. Try to make some room in there, might as well put it away while I'm at it. This here is my alcohol stove. When I'm out and I want to make a cup of coffee or maybe a little thing of soup or something in that lines, I made this back a couple years ago out of a beer can. Go Steelers. But this is alcohol. This is enough alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. And you pour it all in there, light it, and I have enough time for when it's burning to fill this with about halfway with water, about a cup and a half of water, and it will bring it to a full boil. Stay tuned for the next one of the next videos. I got to get my tools together. I'm making another one. I'm making another one out of one of these drink bottles. Got this for like $1. I can't remember, but just to give you a little teaser on that. But as for this alcohol stove, it goes, I found this little bag to throw it in, just kind of keep everything together. And it also goes in here. Then my mess kit. This is a pot that I got from a yard sale with the lid. There is a place for the handle, which did not come with it. So I made this out of one of the old kit I had. This is a handle from that, from one. And I just made it to where I can use it as a handle. I'm gonna shorten it down so it will fit under the lid inside with the rest of it. I'm not pulling everything out, but I have a spoon, large spoon, fork combination, folding spatula. There's also right here a smaller spoon fork combination, coffee, instant coffee, some tea, some other stuff. The little bottles are spices, pepper, salt, Crisco, and sugar. I'm going to have to probably go through them and see what's still good, what is full, what is not. That goes in the kit on top of the mess kit. This is a Boy Scout mess kit. As you can see, it's used. I use it. Got yourself your, right off the top, you got yourself your dish to eat out of or cook on. Little cooking pot with bail handle and lid. You can see my names on it. That's from back when I was a Boy Scout. They had us name it, put our name on everything. Now another one of those foldable spoon forks and a drinking cup or measuring cup or whatever you want to use it for. I do have, like you've seen in the other kit, and the only way it fits is if you flip it over. These are nice. You can pick these up for almost nothing at yard sales and so on, for probably $1 or $2 with that. These are nice to have around. That always goes in the bottom. Then the cup pot on top. Think about getting a bag big enough that I can fit all that in. That's all I always put over here until I can get it cut down. Then on my pack, drink bottle, extra water. That's like the one I'm going to make alcohol stove out of. Canteen. I am looking for an aluminum canteen. I think I do have one, but I can't find it. I want to be able to use the aluminum or stainless steel canteen. If I need to boil water and I don't bring my cook pot, I can boil my water directly and get one of those nesting cups. That'd be the setup right there. I'm still hunting for one of those. I'm a cheap bastard, so I try to find them cheap. But drinking water, and I have a water bladder that I also fill and I put it in if I'm going on long days. Over here, this pocket, it's empty. You can put whatever if you needed to. This pocket is empty. That's where I can usually carry my water. One of those two. Over here is my folding saws. I got a biscuits. Just got this because I lost this one. Seen this one used in a couple last videos. Tell you the truth, I've tried both. I don't care for the fiscus. Just not. You can just look at the teeth difference. You get a lot better bite out of this. This thing I can be used for years. And I haven't had to replace the blade yet. As long as you take care of it. I mean, I even cleaned up the blade. This is all sap and some rust, but I carry both just in case. Those go in there. Well, I brought you off the tripod just to show you my filming gear, what I take with me on top of the camping stuff. But most of the time you won't see any of this in the video. Like whenever I'm doing like openings of videos where I'm walking past the camera, walking away or walking toward, or scenes of me going through the woods, I leave it beside the tripod. This is the head that I locked. I use my phone a lot of times, but I do use other cameras I have in the bag, but majority of the time I use this. And with that head I was showing you, that I put the cell phone in. You can use this for other cameras also. It's a mini Gorilla tripod. I use this every now for whenever I did those walk-by shots. I just take it and strap it around the branch. Very bendable, stickable. They have magnetic feet. If you have something that you like, whenever I do automotive, I'm on my other channel, I can stick it to it. The head just locks and you can put that on your camera, and pretty dang cheap. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it works. Put that off to the side, things out of the way. Cheap tripod. That tripod that the camera's on right now is a little more expensive. It has the locking tabs on the feet, which I like more. These are twist and turn to pull out. I don't care about that. It's cheap. It says right there, made in Taiwan. I don't care if I'm out in the woods. It gets beat up, it gets broken. Oh well, it's not, I'm not out big bucks. It does the job for still shots. I'm not getting wild with it, but I just like it because it's so compact and portable. Set that here. Just a gimbal. This is a Zhiyun Smooth Q. I have that on my other channel. I was going to do a giveaway, but I think I'm going to pull that down because it really didn't help me grow as a, in subs to, as a giveaway gift. I was doing a giveaway, but I think I'm going to keep it. But for walking shots, so you don't, it ain't shaky, that's what I use. In the bag is the drone. Is a DJI Spark. They don't make them anymore, but they still do sell parts. I need to get some blades. I have a piece of Velcro that I use on it to keep it closed. This here is another setup. It's a cable car, cable cam I made. This is a toy from off of Amazon. And I hang the camera from the bottom with a piece of Velcro, run a string, and you can get slow panning shots. I really haven't got a chance to use it that much. I just made it. I think I might change the bag to a different bag. I want something that's a little more protective. This is a standby camera, always on standby. It's an older one. It's a point and shoot. I think it only shoots in 720p. I carry that just in case something. Put that there. And my remote is down here in the bottom for the drone. And then I use my cell phone that I'm filming on for the control the drone and see where I'm flying. So, but this is a 4K Sony action cam. I use that fairly regularly just because it does shoot in 4K. Put those back. Cords, USB cords, some strapping on the side end pocket. I have two dual USB power packs with cords, because I always found that the camera, the phone, and the Sony camera always seems to die fast. But, SD cards, always. These are empty. I always carry extras. The biggest one I have right now is in my other camera. But this is a 64 gig, 4 gig, or 2 gig. Always carrying, and some adapters for the super mini USBs, but I always carry extra empty SD cards. More cords, cell phone camera mounts. There's two in there, same thing. Get that back there. I need to put a strap around that. Then on this end, which we're almost done here, if I can get in there, wall charger. This is for my DSLR, my Canon, but I can carry the other chargers with me if I want to. I got some wall plug-in chargers in there also for the USB cords to charge the systems if I'm by a vehicle with a 75 watt DC to AC power converter. Well, just like I said earlier, I carry those packs, charger packs. I have this one on so I can hang it from the tripod and just run the cord up to the camera. This one's a lot bigger, charges a lot more. But like I said, the camera dies and then you need power. Matter of fact, I got the other one connected to the phone right now because it died just as I was telling you that I carry a power converter. But I'm going to show you how I usually hang stuff on my pack. What I'm doing is I'm setting up my pack so I am ready to get out in the woods. I don't have to do it prior. I'm doing it now. So I'll show you how I go about strapping everything to the pack. I'll set it up and then just give you a walk through. This is the way I am going to be using it going out into the woods my next trip. I took my gimbal out of the case. It's going to stay here. I really don't need it because this will stay on the tripod the whole time. I won't remove. I may have to remove it for some shots, but I'm going to be going into the woods with the phone that I'm shooting on right now and using it as such. And I can set up my shots any way I need to do it. I'm going to move this out of the way. And the saw I put underneath the flap. We'll get to that, but I always hang my axe from off a couple loops of paracord on the flap, from the flap. I am going to change these straps. These are old. This is an old school backpack. I got it given to me, and I waxed it. You can go back into another video. I'll put a link below. It's a Globetrotter Champion equipment. I don't know anything about it. I did a little Googling, but I can't find what model this is. But don't need to have a high dollar backpack to go out and bushcraft. I'm not putting anything against the newer ones, but why spend $100 to $1,000 for a backpack just to get into bushcrafting? You don't need it. But the saw, I just laid it on top. I didn't have this cinched down, which I will. But the camera bag, I took the strap off, as you see, and it just sits right down inside. If you look at my bushcraft base camp video, at the end of the video, whenever I'm coming out, I have this strapped on top because I had all the rest of that gear in it. I didn't need it. Tell you what, it was getting heavy. As you see, I got it sitting here ready to go. Just a few little things, but other than that, I am ready. Give you a little idea on what goes on behind the scenes. Shooting these videos. Kind of, when I get out and do the next one, I'm going to get out to the base camp, and I'm going to kind of do a little behind the scenes video shooting too, on how I do setups and to get the shots and stuff like that. It's just different camera angles and different camera movements. But hopefully here the weather breaks. We got snow out. It's starting to melt off, which is good. Hopefully within the next couple days I'll be out and we'll get back at it. Hey, well, I'm going to call it quits here. If you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, not the finger. Click that subscribe button. It's right there. The bell notification right beside it. Click it. That'll tell you 3 options. Click all. That'll let you know whenever I post a new video. Go ahead and leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. Don't hear from many. Don't get many comments, and I'd like to I'd like to hear what you got to say and what you would like to see. But I guess, hope to see you in the woods. Bye.